Okay. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. I stayed up too late, being an idiot, and my brain doesn't work. And, yeah. So, I just made chat look at, like, 3 minutes of intro screen on Twitch. But we're good now. We're good. You can see the game and everything. Leading a life of debauchery. That's exactly what I was doing. I was leading a life of debauchery. But it's fine. Everything's fine. If by leading a life of debauchery you mean, like, making nachos and watching Star Trek, you are correct. So, we're headed towards, the last of the big souls. We're headed towards, Sildora. We get to meet a bunch of NPCs on the way, and, learn about all their stuff, and all the things they like, and all their lives.
Have you business with me? The way under is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above! Who thought it a good idea to put it there? Oof, I'm in quite the pickle now.
Oh! He's the one who's in a pickle. He's the pickled onion.
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real live person was turned to stone, do you? See that statue? Gives me the willies. Hey.
We love our willies. We love having it. When we met Magarold at the Iron Keep, he was like, "Hey, have you seen that dude who carries that big sword? I think it's fake." He's talking about Benhart here. Benhart telling us that, like, hey, there's a statue up there, and it's blocking the path. And we've used this lever before. We know what's up with this lever, but this person is statued at the lever, in the act of pulling it. Well, what do we got going on here, you think? Let's open the door and let's find out. It's a hideous mutant man. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. The whip, baby. They're naked. Whips do big damage against naked things. Just ripping the flesh right off. Just ripping the flesh right off. So we use a Fragrant Branch of Yore, and now she's fine. Now she's okay. Nutsack Goblins. That's a pretty good name for that thing. Now she's gonna cough for like 100 years.
Thank you. I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me a moment, please.
All right. Voice actor really going all in on the coffin. Also, I love it. It's like your mama didn't teach you to like cover your mouth, you know? Like, come on. The Thank you for the gift sub to Makuta. Very much appreciated. And welcome back, Astraeus, for 15 months. Thank you so much.
I'm fine. I think... No. I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh. You're that traveler. I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy. So perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
A Prism Stone. That's what's up, chat. She's very good at pyromancy. And we can consider this Prism Stone her thanks. Well, that's probably going to, you know, increase our pyromancy ability or unlock a new pyromancy spell. Oh, it's a slightly warm rock.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags. I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life, but just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
You can tell they probably wanted, you know what I mean? Like, because that's a, you know, like, the games know when we drop stuff, and there are other mechanics in the games, the crows, where, like, you drop particular things and they turn into other things. I imagine they probably at some point wanted us to, like, actually drop items on the ground. But now, instead, we give it to her. But they kept the line of dialogue in, for some reason. But, you know, it's fun. You get to play dress up. Who doesn't want to play dress up? Ooh, I don't have any Hide Knight gauntlets. Oh, I do. But they're +6. I don't want to give her my +6 gauntlets. That seems a bit excessive. And she sells Flame Quartz Ring, Thunder Quartz Ring, and Dark Quartz Ring. All of them increase defense of their respective thing. A ring bestowed upon students of a certain standard at the Melfian Magic Academy. It is a dark-infused quartz ring with dark defense. Pyromancer Glocken was criticized for crafting these replicas, but it is well known that they have saved the life of many a traveler. Pyromancer Glocken crafted so many of these replicas that they became widespread, such that his fellow magicians harshly scolded him for undermining lessons gained from harsh training. There are rumors that Pyromancer Glocken has made a hefty profit selling these replicas. She also sells burrs. They bloom magnificently on a shrub every few years, their color and effect determined by soil quality and recent weather, known to have been used in rituals long ago. And then she sells pyromancies. Poison Mist is a fringe pyromancy of unknown origin. The spell contradicts the very principles of pyromancy, suggesting that its creator had a heretical streak. Flash sweat. Most useful when facing other flame manipulating pyromancers. Just don't take the looks you get personally.
I have my very own teacher. His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery, and so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him go alone. But we were separated, quite early on, I'm afraid. I'm rather unskilled. My lord probably ditched me. But, oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy. What we're fascinated by, and we're skilled at, are not always the same thing.
Ain't that the truth, sister?
Why can't I just focus on what I truly enjoy? Oh dear, I shouldn't be so choosy. It's hardly my place. I have my very own His name, when he set out for Drang Lake. But I'm rather but what with
so
it's hard.
She's got like a sorcery mentor, tutor, Carillion of the Fold, the guy we met at No Man's Wharf. But Carillion of the Fold and her were like traveling together. She's really interested in sorcery, but she sucks at it. So Carillion ditched her. But she is good at pyromancy. But she's interested in sorcery.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy for this gift. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. I'm not sure where I might find the Lord, but perhaps Majula is my best chance. I'm going back. I hope we can meet. I have my His name is Carillion of the Fold. Wait.
I'm tired of you coughing at me. So, yeah. When we talk to Carillion, he's like, I have no interest in the magic, stupid. If you're stupid of magic, then I don't want to talk to you. Which makes sense if like while he was in Drang Lake, or when he came to Drang Lake, he had this dumbass with him who was like slowing him down and got turned into a statue. So now he's like, it's probably just better if I travel alone. Or maybe he turned her into a statue on purpose. Maybe he was like, I don't want to be teaming up with this idiot. So we gave her some clothes. Now she went back to Majula. Now we can pull the lever. If we pull the lever and she's still here, there's a chance she gets absolutely wrecked. I'm sorry, what? What? The little goblin dropped me a longsword. Why did it drop me a longsword? I don't know, but it did. It wasn't using a longsword. Estus Flash Shard that we can't use. And we have ourselves a bonfire. But before we rest at the bonfire, let's go tell the dude. Yeah. Thank you, Maldron. Oh, shit! We can't... Oh, no. If I pull this lever, can I go talk to Benhart again? Oh, no! I'm trapped! Kinda trapped. What if I... Sometimes leaving an area, or just a loading screen, is all it takes to... If a character is primed to move, a loading screen is all it takes to trigger the move. So he might have moved. I didn't realize that door... I didn't realize the exit closed. Or the entrance closed, rather. If you did that. And then, in the weirdest turn of events of all time, by doing this, I've somehow, like, locked myself out of the game. Okay, I haven't. Good. Hey, man, I moved that statue. Okay, so... His trigger to move is we have to talk to him.
What?
Let him know that we did it.
Was you doing, was it?
Yeah, we did it.
Didn't think you had it in you, pal. No. That's not like it sounds, no. It was a pleasant surprise, that's all. Name's Benhart. Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure that we are gonna meet again. I'll repay my debt to you in battle. I swear it, by my sword. The road ahead's gonna be long, but I'm here to help. I am in your debt. It's a true man who honours his debts, and I'll see mine paid. I swear it.
Oh, he's got an ancient sword.
It's a true man. I swear it.
So his sword is fake, but, like, it kinda is still ancient. It's been in his family for generations. And it dropped me a falchion. Why did it drop me a falchion, chat? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But it did. Oh no! I was gonna try and, like, kerplode the barrel. And it dropped me a broadsword. And a spear. They just drop all kinds of weapons. Weird. What a weird way to a thing to happen. What a weird thing to have happen. We got an Estus Flask shard. We can't do anything with it, but it occurs to me I might not have read the Estus Flask shard. The shard of an Estus Flask. Shards are deeply soaked in Estus. Graft the shard to an Estus Flask to increase flask uses. Over the ages, countless souls rested their bones as they drank from the original flask, and now this shard remains, serving as a vestige of their hopes and dreams. Whoa! Oh, right. I rested at the bonfire. I'm telling you, man, my brain is just not working today. Look at these dudes just dropping all the generic weaponry. Not this guy, though. This dude bringing something else to the table. He's got an anvil tied to a stick. And that's his weapon. And, you know, if it hits you, it's a pretty effective weapon. There's got to be better ways to hit people. There's just gotta. But if it, you know, like, if it hits, though... The Shaded Woods. Man, I bet the old whip just eats these dudes alive. Honestly, no, it doesn't. Jesus. Stop throwing stuff at me. Jeez. Oh no. I'm gonna get killed by guys throwing rocks. Imagine. Imagine the bearer of the curse getting taken out by just some dudes chucking rocks around. How embarrassing. How embarrassing would that be? Are you the next monarch? Or merely a guy who gets killed by some rock-chucking goblins? Oh, Lord. Oh, my God, he's so fast. Go away. Don't chuck rocks at me. Weird goblin guys. Weird goblin guys. Broken statue of a lady. Broken lady statue. What's she holding? Or what am I looking at, actually? Yeah, it looks like she's holding something. Kinda. But what? Like a like a wasp nest? What the hell? Oh, it's a bouquet of flowers. She's holding a bouquet of flowers. She got her eyes closed. She's sleepy. Also, her feet are on flowers. I choose to believe that this is a reference to Filianor. They had it planned all along. And here's another one. Same statue. And a different statue of a lady with some flowers. Oh, she's holding like a single solitary flower. Ruined Fork Road. We have three options here. We can go into the more shaded woods. We can go towards Aldia's Keep. Or we can go towards Dranglake Castle. Now, at this point, I can get into Dranglake Castle. Even though I don't have all the souls, I've gathered enough souls that the gate in front of Dranglake Castle is like, oh yeah, bro, you're totally strong enough. Go for it. So I don't want to do that, right? That would be a little bit of a missed progression. So instead, we're gonna go to the Shaded Woods. And it do be shaded, boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? I got invaded by the Forlorn. Come on, Forlorn. Where are you at? There he is. That was dumb of me. Get out of here. Get out of here, nerd. Give me my all stone. Marcus, what's up? Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. Surprised the jump attack didn't hit? Yeah, me too. Dark Souls 2 NPCs that do jump attacks have, like, the most insane tracking on their jump attacks. It's crazy. It's bonkers. It's lunacy. Oh, I see you. Hey there. Motherfucker. I'm curious if I bleed him. No. I was curious if I bleed him, if I would be able to, like, see, like, the bleed status effect. It was kinda there, but not enough to, like, be super noticeable. Old Sun Ring. So we got Gowers and the Old Sun Ring. And we will read those in a moment. But this place is kind of spooky, so we'll get everything first. I know you're coming up here. Unbearably Light, welcome back. Thank you for 2 years. Finally scored a PS5? Hey, nice. Stoked finally play Demon Souls. That's what's up. Chloranthy Ring +1. So, not lore related, but whenever I explore this place, I like to hug the right wall. Like as you come in on your right, hug that wall. And then, you know, get to the edge and then walk backwards and hug the left wall. And that way, you know, there's stuff in the middle, but the important stuff is like on the right wall and the left wall. Well, I'll be. Look at this poor decapitated gentleman.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be.
So in typical Dark Souls 2 fashion, he's like, "Don't talk to me. Never say words at me." And then if you talk to him twice, you become his best friend of all time.
What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vingaro, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these gums. This is pleasant. Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. Or so I thought. I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of something. My body.
My handsome
I see
body.
visions. My body, headless, raging without me.
Sweaty body.
My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill.
And my body's in the shower when it's doing
My
it.
body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing,
My body's wet.
stay far away. I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up.
The Head of Vingoro.
I cannot lie. Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in the eye together. And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. We knew not what we fought for.
So, all old Vingarl knew was fighting and battle and war, and he was a mercenary. So he wasn't privy to what he was fighting for. He just knew he was paid to fight, and he liked fighting, and he was pretty good at it, probably. But one of the like, what king is he talking about? Like, who was he? Because we're in like the Duke of Seldora's like realm of influence at this point. So it's possible that he's talking about him. It's also possible that he's talking about Vendrick. So I guess we need to look for item description answers. He's selling us a claymore and a great sword. No human was intended to wield a sword of this weight or destructiveness. Only a famed few warriors have ever wielded this great blade, for it challenges the very limits of human ability. Destructive great arrows, designed to destroy equipment with impact. Bravery does not necessarily entail going head-on with a foe, especially if they have better armor than you. Use these arrows and grind them down from afar. Lightning urns. Small clay urn enwreathed in lightning. Crafted in Melphia, a land that flourishes with magic and pyromancy. Though the lightning contained in the urn lacks potency, it is a boon to any inexperienced traveler. And gold pine resin. The affected weapon inflicts lightning damage for a short time, particularly effective against foes who are resistant to magic and fire, as well as magic barrier. This miracle said to shield its caster with the Rock's armor, and was common amongst the wizard knights of Mira. If you smell.
I was born in Furosa, a land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbors. Eventually, our kingdom fell, and our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live. What a fool I was.
So he's from Furosa, which we've heard about. Furosa fell, centuries of conflict, and eventually Furosa fell. But we've heard about this place before, and that's where he's from. And then after that, he basically just became a mercenary.
I am grateful for these peaceful days, but such contentment lies only in the here and now. Why must life be so confounding? Thank you for lending an ear to my ramblings. Here, take these. I've no use for them.
Vingarl's
Go
Helm.
along and resume your journey. Farewell.
Vingarl's Helm. This is what all the noob players wear. Vingarl's Helm on the Drang Lake armor. They love it. They love it. As Vingarl's helmet suggests, he was not unlike a mad beast on the battlefield. The ferocious Vingarl of Furosa. Alright. Thanks, Kanye. You know, I thought Donda was it's a pretty good album. Like, it's got like some absolute certified bangers on it. It's a little bloated. Runtime is a little long. And a lot of the songs are just kind of meh. You know? Just kind of meh. But the songs on it that are good are like real good. And that's my Donda review. I'm feeling a strong 6 to a light 7. We are in the Shaded Ruins. So there's some shaded ruins in the Shaded Woods. How many fragrant branches of yore do we have? Because we're going to need a whole bunch. We have 2. That is not a whole bunch. Huh. Okay, that did not work out at all how I intended. $30 magic bolts. That's what's up. That's actually a good find. I'm okay with that. Ooh, we can't jump across there. I must have missed. Oh, the jump is right over here. Whee! Alright. So, we know that this dude, this Scion Knight, is guarding a Sublime Bone Dust, because that's what they do. That's their whole life. That's what they're about. And, excuse me. Chat! I got another one. Excuse me again. Chat had a pretty cool theory that, since Aldea and Vendrick did so many experiments on undead, that they realized that the bone dust would like strengthen a bonfire and strengthen the power of an undead. And so, like, they have sent, you know, these Scion Knights out to guard, the bone dust. Black Knight Halberd. Which I guess makes as much sense as anything I can think of. The Scion Knights themselves are pretty interesting. This dude is a must. Like, we have to use one branch on this guy. The Scion Knights themselves are pretty interesting. The Scion's armor was, like, crafted. Ha 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 ha. Laughing and having a good time, 'cause you killed me in one hit. Alright, so, oh, God! Oh, Lord. The Scion Knights themselves are interesting because, like, there was a guy named Scion, and Vendrick was like, yo, I'm gonna make you my most badass knight. And the dude was all like, oh, you honor me, king. And they were all like, oh, it's so cool, he gets to be honored with this awesome armor. But then he puts the armor on, and he walks out into the battlefield, and he is immediately wrecked. And upon being immediately wrecked, Screw you! Upon being immediately wrecked, Vendrick is like, yo, that sucked. I didn't want that to happen. And so, he's like, you know what? I feel kind of bad. Cyan should become, like, the go-to. Like, all of my dudes will wear Cyan armor. And, so they had, like, the Cyan armor, like, became, like, the go-to armor for Vendrick's, like, you know, elite elite, like, badass force. But then everybody who wore the armor, like, went crazy, because I think it says the armor was, like, whispering to them. Oh, no, we have to get the helmet, I think. I think we have to get the helmet before we find out that it was, like, whispering to people. Do I have the Cyan helmet? I'll be honest, it's, like, I don't even remember what it looks like. What does it look like? I can't imagine it in my mind right now. I feel like if I had it, I'd recognize it. Royal Swordsman Helm. King Vendrick supplied his bravest men with the best armor available to face the giants, but very few returned alive. Now, where's their armor? We've learned an important thing. That helmets and armor and boots don't always share descriptions. I guess I don't have it. That's weird, too. Well, we're going to go to Drang Lake Castle and we'll have a chance to get all this stuff. So here in the Shaded Woods, there's a ton of those laughing-ass curse pots. They're all over. And in this game, if you get cursed, it just takes a chunk of your HP. It's like a little death without a loading screen. God, I hate this frickin' Titanite bug. I love it! I love it! That one particular Titanite bug. Like, the hardest enemy in the entire game. Just the absolute worst. The Ring of Whispers, ring worn by Roy the Explorer. Hear the inner voices of surrounding foes. Useful for locating hidden enemies and perhaps for a few other things as well. Picked up a dark scythe. And we can talk to this guy if we wear the Ring of Whispers, because he's a monster. He speaks the monster language.
Human, are we?
Well, I am.
This is no place for you. Be gone.
Pretty beat up. Pretty beat up man scorpion.
Afraid of me? Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me, or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures.
Alright, so again, they're talking about the Duke of Seldora, but obviously, like, there's a parallels to... There are parallels to, Seath, the Scaleless, obviously, as we hear these stories, right? And these characters, I think, are giving us, like, some meta commentary insight on the motives of not only the Duke of Seldora, but also Seath.
Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me. And we have been locked in combat ever since. We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return.
So he's in a constant state of custody battle with his ex-wife, and he's paid us to take her out. He wants us to take her out. Jesus Christ. So Solo Wing thinks that he's talking about Seath. And here's the problem with... Seath isn't in this game. This isn't a game about Seath and the Four Kings and yada yada yada. This is a game about other powerful souls. And we'll get into why I think he's talking about the Duke a little later. Jesus Christ! Ooh! Oh, I need to heal. Good Lord. So, in the original game, Vingaro was found after the Duke's Dear Freya. In, like, the primal bonfire room. But now, they've moved him here. Which, honestly, is, like, it's good. That's good. He's up here. We kill him. He's headless. And if we look right down here, we can see his head. Like, it's a nice touch. I wish he would have given us a Fragrant Branch of Yore, though. That would have been nice. Armor of the Ferocious Vingarl of Furosa. Vingarl was known as a raging, deadly warrior. Even Furosa's Lion Knight, a motley crew of rabid fighters, kept him at arm's length. So this dude was hanging out with Lion Knights. And, even they were like, I don't know, man. This guy's a little much. I need more stuff. I need more fragrant branches. Hey, big homie. Ooh. I cut off your head. No, wait. I mean, I killed your body.
Back again? Well, this... Ah, it was you who vanquished my body. It is my body, you see, and I can sense what happens to it. I do not mourn for it. Good riddance. If you wish for help, summon me. I'm rusty in battle, but will fight by your side.
Yeah, I vanquished your body, bro. And since I vanquished your body, he now sells the Red Rust Sword, a straight sword of the warrior Vingarl of Furosa. Sword is battle-worn and terribly rusted, but remains a deadly weapon owing to its incredible weight. Legend has it that it was built to test the limits of the strength of Furosa knights until Vingarl swung it about like a wooden plaything, claiming ownership by demonstration. Also the Red Rust Scimitar. And the Red Rust Shield. The chisels on the face were carved by Vingarl to count the heads he claimed. The shield is terribly rusted and worn, but incredibly powerful, as if the deeds of its previous owner have rubbed off on it. You know, I don't think I've ever bought the shield.
I cannot lie. Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in the eye together. And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. Farewell.
Bum. Alright, so Man Scorpion Tark wants us to take out his beloved. We've found a Fang key on one of the Lion Knights. Strange key shaped like a wild beast's fang. What manner of dilettante would create such a key, and what might it unlock? I really need more fragrant branches. I'm trying to think if there's a place where I can get more fragrant branches, like someone I can buy them from, but I can't think of any. I thought the big basilisk returned. There used to be a big basilisk right here in in Dark Souls 2. I thought it would come back in New Game Plus, but alas. Who's your favorite character based on their lore questline in the Soul series? Ooh. That's a hard one. I really like the Church of Londor. Oh, it's too slow. I really like the Church of Londor. I like their quest. I like the lore. I like the implication of like their place in the world, you know. And you know, like as like a punk rocker with like 30% goth DNA. I'm immediately torn, or not torn, but I'm immediately like pulled and drawn towards them. All their awesome black armor. I'm out of Estus. I'm trying to think if there's like anybody else. I really love the demons, especially like the like the Fair Lady and Ingi. They're great. I love them. I don't know if I could pick a favorite. That's kind of hard. All right, let's have a little chat with Creighton here. What are you up to, Creighton?
Just wait, you dirty rat. Oh, I remember you. Don't you scare me like that. I thought you were him. That bastard with the ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle the score. Nobody insults me like that. For the good of the world and for my own honour, I won't let that bastard live another day. For the good of the world and for my own honour, I won't let that bastard live another day.
So this man thinks Pate lives in Brightstone Cove, and so that's where he's headed. And, you know, that tells us that that's where we're headed. Alright, let's use this Fang key to free our favorite NPC. She sells boss weapons. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord! And she lives right down the road. Right down the road. Remember when basilisks didn't have physical attacks? I remember. 3 Twinkling Titanite. That's a good find. The basilisks also drop weapon infusing stones as well, which is nice. Look, it's a crow lady and a fragrant branch of yore.
Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome.
I am Onifex. I owe you some form of thanks, but have nothing for you at the moment. If it would not trouble you, could you visit my abode just down the way?
Right down the road?
Thank you, kind traveler. I believe that I can be of assistance if you would visit me at my home.
I love how her wings are, like, turn into hands at the end. I don't know if you've ever seen, like, the skeleton of, like, a bat. I don't know if it's the same with birds. But, like, if you ever, like, look at the skeleton, like, the bone structure of a bat, at the end of its wings, like, its skeleton almost turns into a hand. It's really neat. And, yeah, like, so it's obviously, like, you know, she's, like, humanoid, but, like, even were she not humanoid, like, that's not too much of a stretch. What are you doing, man? You know what? Fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's fine. I'm fine with this. You just keep looking at whatever the hell's over there, and I'll keep doing my thing. And never shall the twain meet except for when I kill you. Okay, we got one Fragrant Branch of yore. Let's free another one of these lion dudes. And see what we get from it. We're gonna go over here, we're gonna free this one. In the original Dark Souls 2, you used to be able to like jump and like you could skip this. There was like a very clever jump you could do, and you didn't have to use your Fragrant Branch right here, but they did away with it. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong on that. Alright, one more Fragrant Branch of yore, and the Lion Mage armor. What's up with these Lion Mage armors? Look at all that lore, chat. Look at all the lore we've unlocked. Lion Mage. What do you look like? I think it looks like a big open-chested thing. There it is. Robe worn by Lion Clan mages. The Lion Clan are an offshoot race that appears in historical records quite abruptly, as if one day they climbed up out of the depths of the very earth itself. Improves casting speed. What was the other thing it dropped, chat? Oh, a Fragrant Branch, right. Alright, so now we have another Fragrant Branch we can use. First, we gotta kill this guy. Well, come on. You started a fight with me, not the other way around. Repair, human effigy, and 3 bleeding serums. Since we talked to Man Scorpion Tark, we can actually summon him to help fight his girlfriend. Which is hilarious because he is just a big giant phantom man scorpion. It's pretty funny. That hurt. Ooh, I thought I was behind her. I thought she wouldn't get me. She did get me. Ow! Let's see if we can get her to break the tree. I'm not too worried about it. It's just some flame butterflies, but... Oh Lord, tree! Oh Lord. Oh, I forgot she had that spell. Damn it. Madam, please. Oh my Lord. Get out of here. Get out of here. Southern Ritual Band 2 and Scorpioness Najka's Soul. Scorpioness. Najka was born of the misdeeds of an ancient being, a frail soul from the beginning that soon succumbed to madness. Before we get this next bonfire, we're going to go to the last bonfire so we can talk to Tark and tell him that we did what he wanted. And we'll use this opportunity to put a split in the Vadio, the YouTube Vadio. And then we're gonna go talk to Tark. We're gonna go talk to Tark.